Amidst immense market volatility, investors favor value-oriented sectors to minimize risk. Hence, pre-revenue firms burning truckloads of cash on their product pipelines have suffered. Most biotech stocks fall under this category, which is going all in researching groundbreaking potential cures. Investing in cheap biotech stocks is a wager on their long-term potential and is a strategy that might not be for the faint of heart. Take a look at these top 7 biotech stocks to buy now. Number 7. Moderna. Moderna is a relatively new biotech company which went public in December 2018. Listed on the NASDAQ exchange, the stock has a market cap of $60 billion. The company specializes in the development of medicines based on messenger ribonucleic acid technology. Currently, Moderna has a strong pipeline of therapies using mRNA technology. This includes cancer vaccines, intramural immunology, regenerative therapeutics, and antibody vaccines. While Moderna has 44 treatment and vaccine candidates, the only commercial product is the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. The company's Spikevax vaccine was approved in 70 countries and distributed in 807 million doses, creating a revenue of $18.5 billion during the pandemic. Last year, Moderna produced revenues of $18.5 billion, creating a net income of $12 billion. While most of this was from the COVID-19 vaccine, the biotech company has several vaccine candidates in the pipeline that could add to the bottom line as the need for the COVID-19 vaccine dissipates. Since Moderna's IPO in December 2018, the stock rocketed more than 3,200% higher to an all-time high of $497.49 in August 2021. The stock is now down nearly 70% from these levels. Number 6. Novavax. Those who follow the biotech industry generally see Novavax as a coronavirus pandemic play, but the company is far more than that. Nonetheless, to address the elephant in the room, yes, the company is currently working on a COVID-19 vaccine. That comes with some value if the company is successful, which seems to be likely following recent promising data from a phase 3 pivotal clinical trial that resulted in 100% efficacy against severe COVID-19 infections. But the stock is far from being just a coronavirus stock. Even if the COVID-19 pandemic never took place, Novavax would be a stock that's well worth watching. The company's claim to fame is a product known as NanoFlu, a seasonal influenza vaccine geared towards older adults. Most recently, Novavax published phase 3 clinical data suggesting that NanoFlu is not only safe, but it's also effective, with clinical results showing that the vaccine outperformed the current standard of care. As a result, the company is pushing for US Food and Drug Administration or FDA approval, and it's pushing very hard. Novavax is also working on multiple vaccine candidates to provide patients against a wide array of serious illnesses, including RSV and RSVF, a respiratory syndrome that affects more than 60 million patients and kills around 160,000 people globally every year, according to the National Institutes of Health. The RSVF vaccine is currently in late-stage phase 3 trials and could soon be on its way to potential regulatory approval and commercialization. All in all, Novavax is one of the few pharmaceutical companies that has seen incredible gains in its stock due to COVID-19, yet it's likely far from overvalued considering its long-term prospects. With multiple vaccine candidates under development, not just for COVID-19, but for seasonal influenza, RSV, RSVF, and several other conditions, the company has the opportunity to commercialize multiple potential blockbuster vaccines ahead. As a result, this is one of the top biotech stocks to consider on the stock market today. Number 5. Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Vertex Pharmaceuticals is known for its work in the treatment of cystic fibrosis. The condition is a chronic fatal lung disease. This is a massive market. According to Grand View Research, the cystic fibrosis market will grow to be worth $13.9 billion by the year 2025. Perhaps its control of this high-value market is the reason Vertex Pharmaceuticals has generated growth in profit of 43.15% annually. What works for one cystic fibrosis patient often will not work for another. As a result, Vertex Pharmaceuticals has brought 4 different treatments to market for this patient population. The most impressive of the company's treatment options is known as Trikafta. The strategic advantage of this treatment over all others in the space is that it is capable of leading to a better quality of life and longer life expectancy for 90% of cystic fibrosis patients. For some time, the company was a pure play in cystic fibrosis. More recently, Vertex Pharmaceuticals has decided to expand its horizons. The company has partnered with CRISPR Therapeutics and acquired a privately held company known as Exonics Therapeutics. What's the point of the partnership and acquisition? The company is breaking into the gene editing space, a new technology that has shown incredible promise in the treatment of muscular dystrophy. The company has also launched early-stage programs in the treatment of pain, sickle cell disease, beta thalassemia, alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency or AATD, APOL1 mediated kidney disease, Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, and diabetes. With incredible success in the cystic fibrosis space and several ongoing clinical studies across multiple clinical indications, Vertex is one stock in the biotech sector that you should consider for your portfolio. Number 4. Alexion Pharmaceuticals. Alexion Pharmaceuticals is a powerhouse in the treatment of multiple rare diseases. It's a producer of psoriasis, a treatment that's currently indicated for patients with 4 rare conditions who previously had few or no treatment options. Because it offers a treatment for several conditions with limited therapeutic options, demand for Soliris is incredibly high. Also, because it was designed for rare diseases and doesn't have mass market scale, it is relatively expensive compared to other drugs, generating strong revenues. According to Stat News, patients pay around $500,000 per year for the drug. The combination of a high price tag and high demand led to the company generating more than $4 billion in revenue in 2020 through the sale of the treatment. Recently, Alexion has started to encourage patients to use its next-generation version of Soliris, Ultomiris, which is approved for commercialization by the FDA to treat some of the same disorders. This move isn't just to diversify its portfolio, being made to capture the market before competitor Amgen launches a similar drug in 2025. Number 3. Gilead Sciences. As mentioned above, Gilead Sciences made a name for itself when it cornered the market for hepatitis C virus treatment. The only other competing company in this multi-billion-dollar market is AbbVie, leaving the world of opportunity for Gilead. Aside from the company's hepatitis C cure, there are likely plenty more blockbusters to come. The company recently received approval from the European Medicines Agency surrounding its rheumatoid arthritis drug, filgotinib. As a result, Gilead Sciences is now able to commercialize the treatment in the European Union. Moreover, Gilead Sciences is assessing therapies in cancer as well as non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, the latter of which currently has no approved treatment options but is far from a rare disease. Today, remdesivir has become the standard of care for treating severe COVID-19 infections. It was even used as a key ingredient of the cocktail that doctors provided to former President Donald Trump when he contracted the virus. With a proven ability to successfully develop and commercialize treatments for ailments that have stumped the healthcare community, if there ever was a biotech stock to watch, Gilead Sciences is it. Number 2. Biogen. Biogen is a biotech company with a focus on neuroscience, or the development of medications designed to treat conditions of the brain. While the company has been around since the mid-1970s, it wasn't until recently that it was awarded its first new drug approval. But that approval, which took place in early June of 2021, sets the stage for a blockbuster in the making. The treatment aducanumab, also known by its brand name Aduhelm, was approved as a potential option for patients with Alzheimer's disease. Although there are a few different treatments available for Alzheimer's disease patients, these all lack efficacy in a large percentage of patients. This is the first new drug approved for Alzheimer's disease since 2003, and the only treatment on the market regulators say has the potential to slow cognitive decline. As a result, many expect for the treatment to become the standard of care for Alzheimer's disease, a market that Acumen Research and Consulting expects to grow to be worth more than $5.6 billion by the year 2027. Number 1. Pfizer. Pfizer is a massive drug maker that has become a household name as of late. It was part of the team that became the first to produce an FDA-approved vaccine for COVID-19, which plays a big role in the idea in investing in the company. Pfizer and Biotech were the first to bring a vaccine to market and will likely benefit greatly because of it. In fact, some experts suggest that each company will generate more than $20 billion in revenue from the vaccine this year alone. But there's a catch. Looking at the growth of PFV in comparison to the overall market, the stock hasn't performed so well so far this year. Several experts in the field of medicine, including the Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla, have pointed to the possibility that consumers will need to be vaccinated against COVID-19 on an annual basis, as is the case with seasonal influenza. As the first to produce an approved vaccine, the company's product has become the go-to option and will likely remain that way in the future, setting the stage for significant revenues for some time to come. The company's forward-looking price-to-earnings ratio sits at under 12 in an industry where the average is more like 21. Moreover, the stock comes with a dividend yield near 4%, which is high for any industry, especially healthcare and pharmaceuticals. Do let us know in the comments in which one of these stocks would you like to invest. Thanks for watching.